Hello, I'm Dr. Jeanette Raymond, psychologist, psychotherapist, relationship expert, and the place to come to when you're having problems with stress, anger, and anxiety in your close relationships. Today I'm going to tell you how to manage the feelings of pull and push in your relationship. So when you are 1 minute feeling like your partner wants you and they want to be close to you and you're soft and you kind of take the wall down a little bit, and then all of a sudden you feel you're thrown out of the nest without a net, crashing, and you're absolutely furious, and those loving feelings suddenly turn to hate and you don't care and you just want to walk away or hurt that other person. And these feelings are very, very common in relationships. They're not abnormal. There's nothing wrong with you if you have them. They're really just a part of the way in which you experience the inconsistencies in your very, very close relationships. So I'm going to tell you a little story about a client that I worked with who had this issue. And I'm going to tell you how I helped him so you can use the same strategies yourself. So this particular person said he loved his wife. He had 2 children, young children, and he was very protective of them. He wanted to be wanted by his wife rather than initiate any interactions with her. What he wanted most of all was to feel her need for him, her wanting him, her taking the initiative to plan things and do things together and cuddle and be close and so on. So when he found that there were times when she did initiate contact and let's do this and was sat by him and was affectionate and all that, he would feel, oh my God, my wishes have just come true, and he would want to hold on to them. But there'd be another part of him that's saying, oh, the axe is going to fall, it's going to fall, it's going to fall. And he wouldn't respond to her immediately. He would just sort of stay there and kind of show that he was there, but not, jumping up and down for joy. So the next thing was she would feel deflated, and then she would start thinking about the logistics of why it wouldn't work, and she'd kind of backtrack, and then he'd feel, see, I knew this would happen, I need to protect myself, I can't rely on her, she's not helping me, and he'd get absolutely furious, so angry that in that moment he really didn't care about her. And what I noticed was he would speak with hatred, that he wanted to strangle her the same way he felt strangled by her giving him hope and then taking it away. And what I helped him to see was that she would feel dismissed by him when he didn't come with a lot of enthusiasm and let's do it and so on. So then she would find a way of backtracking by describing how it wouldn't work and it wasn't such a good idea in the first place. And then he would feel, oh, there we go again, my bubble's been burst. What's the point? And he'd get angry. So both of them were feeling dismissed. Both of them were feeling depersonalized, dehumanized, and hated. That they were not human to each other anymore, because neither of their ways of interacting were catching, taking, growing. They weren't rooting. They weren't catching on anything. There was no hooks on which to latch onto. And both of them very quickly gave up and went to a place of self-protection and going to a place of what's the point? So when you're in that place, your partner doesn't feel human to you. They don't feel like human beings with feelings, because you're the one who's hurt and upset and angry and demoralized and wanting to hurt the other person so that they can feel your hurt. So you forget that they have feelings. But another part of you wants to hurt them, hopefully so that they will feel the pain, your suffering, your pain, your frustration, your absolute rage at being given something and taken away, or not being taken seriously when you say something and initiate something. And it becomes a nest of vipers in the relationship that both people just walk away from. And then you're not connected anymore. Your walls are up, you're back trying to shield yourself and hoping and waiting that the other one will take the initiative and they'll do something, they'll make it better again, and so on. So if you're caught up in that sort of situation where you're feeling hate and anger and you want to just kill your partner because you're so furious with them that they don't feel human to you, you really don't care. They don't have any feelings for you in this moment because you're the one who's suffering and in pain. This is what you need to do next time. When you feel invited in, or your partner's offering you something and you're on guard and you don't know, the best thing to do is to avoid letting your brain take you back to the past and make you into a robot going through the same old cycles all the time, because we just know what happens. I just told you. So put the brakes on right away. If you need to, close your eyes and start just taking the temperature of your surroundings. You know, it's kind of being mindful in that moment of where you are so that your brain doesn't hijack you and take you into the past. Smell what's going on around you. Open your eyes and look what's going on around you. So it's kind of taking you out of that feeling so that you're not becoming a puppet to it. And look around what's around you. You know, your feet are on the floor. Where are you sitting? What colors are there around you? What can you sense in the air? What's the temperature like? What are the clothes you're wearing? What are the smells around you? What are the colors and shapes? You know, what time of day is it? What are you doing right now? Who are you with? What are all the other things around you? Are there plants? Are there children? Are there, is the TV on? Think about all those things so that it puts the brake on. It stops reinforcing those neural pathways that hijack you and put you in a place of fear, of fallen expectations, of deflation, and of wanting to avoid suffering. And if you do suffer, make the other one suffer as well. That will give you a chance to be curious about what your partner is feeling and doing, as well as what you're feeling and doing, and you can start to share it in words through curiosity, not through rehashing something you've already been through before, because we already know that you don't like it, partner doesn't like it, and it doesn't help. So when you put the brakes on and you become mindful of your surroundings and breathe what you're seeing and feeling, you cut that loop to the past, and you're going to create a new one, a fresh one, by asking and being curious about what they meant when they said this, how they're feeling right now. So you make it about both of you, what you're feeling, what you're anxious about, what you're anticipating. So instead of actually going there, you're talking about it so that you can mesh together, because both of you are actually going through exactly the same thing. Anxiety, fear that you're not going to get what you want, and anticipating the worst. You're both going through exactly the same thing. So if you can mesh on that, that's how you can connect. And then you can share what you were thinking about, how you think it went, and make a new connection, make a new way of learning about each other, of expanding your horizons, and then your anger and stress and anxiety will all calm down. Your rational brain will connect with your emotional brain and you'll be balanced. So will your partner. You're a person, your partner is a person. You can treat each other like human beings who have feelings, needs, wishes, fears, and doubts like anybody else, and start afresh. Make it about the two of you, not just her and him, or him and her. It's not about two separate people rehashing something in the past up there. Make it about two people here who are connecting in this moment in time, as adults, as people who care about each other. And then you will find that your anger and stress dissipates, and you'll be able to have a decent conversation. It doesn't mean you'll agree on everything, or that you will feel, that you're going to be walking on air, but you will connect. You will understand, you will empathize, and if you keep doing that, you will actually enjoy your relationship. Okay, so let me know what you thought of the video, experiences you've had, what it brought up in you, your thoughts, what your experiences are. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to help you if I can. So let me know.